Hello and welcome guys, this is JS Computer Gaming here, and today we're going to be talking a bit more about Monster Energy Supercross 2, the official video game. So we've got a release date, February 8th, 2019, so it's early next year, even though there's not much of this year left, so it's not too much longer. So if we go ahead and watch the trailer, I think it is the same...
What makes you a champion?
Wow, it's very loud. So yeah, this is the same trailer, they haven't updated the trailer at all, so mainly the new things... Well, nothing's new really. They haven't released any new news or anything except from the confirmed riders so far: Eli Tomac and Marvin Musquin, or however you say his last name. I'm not too sure on that. But today I was going to have a look at some of the media pictures. So these are just screenshots from in-game, and just from looking at the pictures, they don't look, like I said in my previous video, they don't look too much different from the first Monster Energy Supercross. So you can see here, I'm not sure on the riders, I haven't watched Supercross in quite a while, but it looks quite low quality, if anything. So you've obviously, when I did before it came out for one of the MXGP games, I can't remember whether it was 2 or 3, their preview pictures were actually really low quality as compared to what they are in game. So they don't look too bad, but they aren't the best. So the graphics, if this is how it is in the actual game, then it wouldn't be too much of an upgrade from the previous. If anything, it looks like a downgrade, to be honest. One of the main things I don't like about the older games is how small your boots look as compared to your trousers. That just looked a bit weird to me, I don't know why. Yeah, if we scroll through a few of these, we can see the different riders. Like you can see here, they could have at least got a picture where the hands aren't morphed into the grips. Like, what is that? That does not look good at all. But there we go, that's how... Oh, sorry, I hit my thing on there. Oh, man. Like, you think if you're going to release... These are the pictures that represent the game. These are the only things that represent the game at the moment, and they could have at least got some better ones. So let's just go to the next one. Yeah, you can see here there is Marvin. I'm not sure if that's from any of the previous races. But there, that looks quite good. Let's move forwards a little bit. Here you can see the ruts forming a little bit. Hopefully they do actually do something in this game, but they don't look too deep or anything. I bet that is the deepest it's going to get, and probably it's more cosmetic than anything. You can see here there's different cornering animations, but they all look the same, where they just come off their seat a little bit. Like, that was a bit different in the previous ones. Let's go forward a little more. You see there the same corner and animation. It looks a little different, like I said, but the same. You can see a lot of this chromatic aberration stuff, where it like makes a couple of different colours on top of each object, which I don't like. I always turn it off in games because it looks a bit weird. So if we go forward a little more, yeah, it looks. You can see here everything's more sharp than it should be. It looks a bit weird, but the rider characters and everything, they look good. Like MX vs ATV should learn from this. They shouldn't make their characters super large, because that just looks stupid. At least with the milestone games you can actually change the height of your character, but I'm quite small, so nothing's kind of like the same height as I am, which is a bit weird. Like, I'm 18 and I have to use a little fence thing to get on my bike, where the bike has to be lower than I am, if you know what I mean, for me to actually be able to get on it, which is a bit of a struggle when I come off the bike. So again, just some more pictures. They're all pretty similar. It's not much to talk about except from, what is that? See, damage on the bikes would actually be pretty cool. My ideal thing would be, like, you start at the bottom, make your own character, and you have to work your way up. Like, you can't afford the best parts for your bike, but you can buy the different parts. And if there was, I know you can do that already, but it doesn't really make all that difference. Like, most of the parts do the same thing, it's just mostly cosmetic at the moment. Like, it would be cool if there was like an in-game kind of eBay thing where you can buy second-hand parts and gear, like older parts that might not work as well as the newer versions of them, and gear that might be a little ripped or dirty or something like that. That would be actually pretty cool, just so when you're online or just throughout the career you can see your character building, and just be able to, I don't know, look better at the end than you did at the start, if you know what I mean. Because at the moment you obviously get the money, and then pretty much every single part and gear in that section is roughly the same price. So no matter what you get, it's obviously brand new, and then you just get to choose from whatever. It doesn't feel like you're progressing when you get new gear. Yeah, so Let's just have a look at some more of them. What, like the whips, they still need to work on them as well. Like, why do they? I don't know. We'll see when there's gameplay released. Hopefully, it won't be too long until it's released. So this is obviously a clip or a picture of the compound. They've said recently that the compound isn't just a big free roam area, it's a way to train your skills. Now, I don't know what that means exactly. Maybe there'll be specific little training sections where you'll be timed or something. I just noticed this huge blur in the middle of the screen. I think their little depth of field thing ain't working too well. But yeah, so maybe that's that. So you have little missions and you have to do something like learn cornering in a certain amount of time. I know they did that in MXGP Pro-ish, kind of a little bit, but that was just training. And I hated that game, as in like the whips and everything. I just could not get along with it whatsoever. Let's have a look a bit more. So, by the looks of it, you can change weather, well, hopefully, in Supercross. So the original Supercross, you couldn't change weather as far as I know, whereas this one, it looks like it's raining, obviously, and it's dark. Hopefully you can change between day and night and all the different types of weather, and hopefully it'll actually make a difference to when you ride. MXGP3 did that quite well. It makes the track more slippery and stuff. I think it was MXGP3 anyway. I can't remember. There's too many now. That's not a bad thing, but as long as I used to be excited for these kind of games, but nowadays they're just kind of all the same. So you got a little different animation here. So you can see his more standing down. Maybe that's because it's raining, it's more slippery, you have to control the bike a bit more, and when you do lose it a bit, maybe they stand down and stuff like that. Hopefully that's how it goes. You can see it's a lot more muddy as well. Another picture of the compound, not much to talk about there. Same again, looks like it's on a wheat field. It looks like that thing Ryan Dungey did for that clip. So yeah, again here, same pretty much. So nothing much to talk about with these ones. No, so pretty much all the same. Tinted goggles. Didn't see that. Hopefully you can tint goggles, because I haven't seen that in previous games, that colour especially. Hopefully you can, with each set of goggles, you can actually pick the coloured tint you want. That would be pretty awesome, actually. Just as a little bit extra customization. Let's have a look a bit more. Nothing much else. So yeah, that's all the pictures for now. 24 pictures. If you did want to have a look, just go over to the website. You can see it at the top there. But yeah, if you did like this video, I'll keep up to date on the new updates of Monster Energy Supercross 2. So if you did like this video, drop me a like and a subscribe. It will help me out a lot. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers at the moment. I'm on like 520 or something like that. So it would help out a lot if you could just subscribe. And yeah, I hope you liked this. It's JXP Gaming, and goodbye.